At Pete's Market, they feed Chicago best. Pete's Market, home of the freshest produce and meats. Shop Pete's, where fresh is done right.
Yeah, all right. It's Will Venable's SOX hosting Stephen Vogt and the Guardians.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Franked up and sent into the right center field again. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "Did you see that?" I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
And joins the ballpark Saturday, June 27th. Those same Royals will be here at a 3:10 start. 15,000 fans in attendance will receive America's 250th homage T-shirt presented by Coca-Cola. Or skip the lines and secure your promo at checkout with Guaranteed Promo. To purchase tickets and prepaid parking, visit whitesox.com/promos. Let's go. We're ready to get this one underway. Here is my partner with the play-by-play. Here's Len Casper.
Thank you, DJ. And our look at the White Sox uniforms is driven by Arlington Toyota. Check out their impressive lineup of Toyota vehicles today. Arlington Toyota. New owners, same people, better deals. Visit ToyotaArlington.com. Sox in their home white uniforms with black pinstripes. The Guardians wearing their dark blue alternate jerseys and gray pants. I got a note before we start. So it's officially summer now. It's June 22nd. And it's on the cooler side. And I think that is a little bit of an advantage. You know, I remember talking to people about playing in San Francisco, and they felt like the Giants were maybe a little fresher than most teams by the time you got to September because they didn't have a lot of those really hot days. I guess there is a little advantage to being in the Midwest in that it's not just 90 degrees every day once you hit June 1st.
No, there is definitely advantages to the better conditions weather-wise wherever you're playing. But, yeah, being in the dreaded heat for long periods of time, it is exhausting. As a matter of fact, you cut down on your work in pregame because it's so hot. So other teams in these conditions can get more work in and be better prepared as well.
That's a great point. This is our first look at the Guardians, the 2026 version. And I saw this note that the White Sox and Guardians and the Brewers and the Reds playing tonight, the final 2 divisional matchups to be played for the first time in the league this season. Travis Bazzana leads things off, and he takes outside on a fastball. And we are underway. 68 degrees officially here at game time. Travis Bazzana, left-hand hitter. He's a rookie. Former first overall pick in the 24 draft, and Kay cannot get the PitchCom signal from his catcher. So Kyle Teal and Nick Marley, the plate umpire, will head out, and they'll talk it over. And while we have a second, our broadcast booth is brought to you by Bell Tire. If you can't find free air, free flat repair, and the lowest prices, find a Bell Tire. I came up with this idea in spring training. I wonder if we might get to the point where the PitchCom stuff is kind of on the teams, whether the battery's working or not, and if you need to get a new one, it's just ball one or strike one, depending.
Well, that's kind of harsh. You're a harsh
we're in a pitch clock era.
You're a harsh commissioner, but I get it. I'd be like, okay, it's not your fault. It's electronics. Things go wrong.
Well, here's why I say it. The 1-0 pitch is over for a strike on a cutter. You could put fingers down, but it feels like we're past that, where pitchers and catchers they don't do it anymore.
See, you answered your own question.
1-1 is popped up on the infield behind the mound, and it'll be the shortstop Acuna to make the catch.
Yeah, you're asking catchers and pitchers and infielders to now pay attention to fingers? What are you, crazy? This is not the caveman days.
Here's David Fry. The left fielder. No Stephen Kwan tonight. He's been sitting more regularly lately against left-handed starters. And the first pitch is a high fastball. Here's the pitch. It's outside on a changeup. Ball 2 on Fry. 223 average, 4 home runs. Kay taking his time. Now motions and throws. Cutter strike across at the knees.
Yeah, me thinking about how many different ways there are to communicate by hand signals. And it's real easy to go and get back to hand signals.
A 2-1 is a changeup that misses the outside corner.
Perfect example would be managers giving signs to third base coaches, and everybody's trying to steal those signs. Half the time the manager's just moving, doing stuff. It was the bench coach sitting to his left that was just holding his hand left or right going, bunt, don't bunt.
The 3-1 called strike. So Fry has taken the first 5 pitches in this at bat, and it's a full count. Guardians are a little banged up, and they lost 3 guys due to injury in the same game, June 13th. And one of them, their best player by far, Jose Ramirez. Fry takes inside for ball 4. DJ, statistically, this is not a great offense, but the thing they do very well is take walks.
Yeah, I guess they take walks, and they don't strike out as much as some other teams. But, the thing is, when you're facing this lineup and you mentioned they take walks, that's because opposing pitchers are giving them walks. You need to attack these batters and make them hit. You got to work ahead in the count and force them to swing.
Here's Brian Rocchio, switch hitting shortstop, and he takes a sweeper just off the outside. So we haven't seen Kyle Teal in action in the regular season behind the plate. So he's got a clean slate in terms of the ABS challenge system. There's a grounder foul back of the home plate area. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, we hardly got to see him in spring training.
Right, because he left for the WBC.
Where he ended up getting hurt, so he never came back to play after that fact. So, yeah, this is really the first time we're getting to see him at all.
The 1-1 pitch, pulled foul on the ground near the White Sox dugout. So Ramirez suffered a left hamate fracture. Angel Martinez, a left foot non-displaced fracture, and Chase DeLauder, a right side rib fracture. They all left the same game within 5 innings of each other.
Talk about somebody putting some voodoo on that team.
1-2 is fouled back and into the seats. Rocchio hitting .268. He's got 5 homers, 12 stolen bases. .330 at home, just .216 on the road. Short lead at first by David Fry. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive, and it's off the glove of Acuna. Deflects into left field. That's a base hit for Rocchio. The good news is that deflection did not cause an extra advance, as Fry has to hold at second.
Yeah, had there been nobody on it, the strange thing is that would have turned into a double. Acuna jumped up, and it hit off the thumb of his glove, and he knocked it toward the left field line. So he had the height, he had everything right. He just didn't have it go in the pocket of the glove to make the catch.
So 2 on with 1 away for Rhys Hoskins. Right-hand hitting first baseman. Hoskins takes high and outside on a sweeper. He is struggling 4 for 45 with 20 strikeouts over his last 13 games, hitting .174 overall.
Well, don't lay it in there into a sweet meat. You got to locate on him right now.
The pitch, called strike, low inside corner on a change of pace. Hoskins hitting .131 against lefties. And signed with the Guardians after spring training had started back in late February. 1-1 is fouled in the air back into the stands.
And these are not the best hitting conditions right now. Even though there's shade on the batter's eye in center field a little bit, it helps. But still, there are some bright spots that can be enough to distract the batter.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 away. We're in the first inning. The pitch. And a slider clipped Hoskins on the back foot. And he's going to head to first base. That is the Major League leading 14th hit batter by Anthony Kay.
Well, unfortunately, he's not helping his cause, right? He walked David Fry. Now he's hit this number 4 hitter in their lineup, and the bases are loaded with just 1 out.
And now he'll deal with Kyle Manzardo, the DH. He's a lefty. He has done a lot of damage against the White Sox in this ballpark in particular. 14 games at Rate Field. He's got an OPS of over 1,100.
Well, he's got decent numbers. The batting average is a little higher than the team average at .238. 9 home runs, 7 doubles, a triple. He has 76 strikeouts, has 50 hits. I like the strikeout guy right now.
Double play depth around the infield. The pitch to Manzardo. Swung on and missed on a heater. Better numbers against lefties so far this season. Batting .308. The set by Kay and the 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled in the air back into the stands. 0-2. On Manzardo, 3rd career appearance, 1st start for Kay against Cleveland.
Just got to get through this mess right now and leave them stranded. Then they'll be nicely settled into the game.
Here's the pitch. Down and away on a sweeper. Already kind of a big moment, and we're only in the first inning. Bases loaded for the Guardians with 1 out. They rank 28th in the majors in runs per game at under 4. The 1-2 pitch, he got him looking. Sinker on the outside corner at 97. A big first strikeout for Anthony Kay.
Well, I'm going to state the obvious. He wasn't looking for that. Fastball up, out where he can get the arms extended, and he just watched it sail on by.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Gabriel Arias, right-hand batter, called strike on a changeup. He's batting .213 on the year. Couple of home runs. Missed a bunch of time with a left hamstring strain and activated 8 days ago. The 0-1 swung on and missed on a sweeper. 0-2.
Make a pitch right here. See if he'll help you out. Go after something just out of the strike zone.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, first inning. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Ball out of the glove. Arias, though, is walking back to the dugout, and the inning is over. Teal did throw to first anyway, but Arias didn't realize he had dropped it. So they leave him loaded. After a half, Cleveland nothing. Sox coming to bat on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
When you walk into any one of 20 Pete's Market stores across...
This ball set into left center. Jake Myers. What a catch. What a catch by Jake Myers. He had a long way to go.
7 innings, no earned runs, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts for Nolan McLean. What an outing.
Gone! Pete Crow Armstrong with a home run down the line. Pete Crow Armstrong has now homered in all 3 games this series. Tyler O'Neill goes skyscraping at the right field fence to rob Raleigh of at least 2 bases, maybe 2 more. I think he pulled it back.
Yeah, he did.
Take strike 3. A new career high. 12 strikeouts for Kyle Bradish.
One of the great performances we've seen this season by an Orioles pitcher.
Here's Schwarber. Schwarber grounded out his first time out. That ball's crushed deep to right field. Hernandez doesn't even move. It is long gone. It's off the roof of the pavilion in right field. Kyle Schwarber, his first postseason home run of the year. It's his 22nd of his career. And with a lightning strike, the Phillies tie it up at 1.
Well, I would say Kyle's second time through, I like the approach.
Wow. Well, the first home run for the Phils this postseason.
Nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Bottom of the first, it's 0-0. The Guardians left the bases loaded. Gavin Williams pitching tonight for the Guardians. Sam Antonacci leads it off. Williams, 6'6", 250 pounds. They call him the Big Rig. First pitch to Antonacci is a fastball for a strike. DJ mentioned some recent struggles for Williams, but overall, he's been very good, making his 16th start, trying to become the American League's first 10-game winner. Third baseman Arias is in on the grass. The pitch to the lefty Antonacci is a curve for a strike, and Sam thinks it's outside. He's going to challenge.
It actually looked like he was just adjusting his helmet, but apparently not.
So it's either 0-2 or 1-1, and it is a ball.
Oh, Joe, ball counts 1-1.
That's the voice of Nick Marley. 1 ball, 1 strike. The big kick and the pitch, and it is low on a curveball. Sam's been in a good stretch. Overall, 287 with a 386 on base percentage.
We need that guy to reach base right now.
Leaning and waiting on a 2-1. And he lines toward the corner and left. It's going to land foul by about 5 feet.
Oh, it was such an attractive line drive until it wasn't. Like, oh, that's beautiful. That's going to be right on the chalk. No, not at all.
If the Sox win tonight's game, Walner Law will make a donation to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Walner Law handles the toughest car accident cases in Chicago. Call 312-8-million. Walner Law, win with Walner. 2-2 is down on a sweeper.
Williams has a very short arm delivery, and then almost like a catcher throwing down to second base. Puts the ball up by his ear and gets the ball there quickly because of it.
The payoff, he struck him out swinging on an excellent sweeper. Looked like it was right down the heart of the plate and ended up maybe a little bit inside. So he's got a strikeout. Here comes Miguel Vargas playing first base tonight.
Williams, 104th strikeout this year in 91-plus innings. He's going to pick up a lot of strikeouts with that stuff he features.
Vargas not getting a lot of favorable results of late. 3 for 28 over his last 8 games. He's got 16 home runs. And he takes a strike. That ties his career best.
The last pitch right at the knees, inside corner at 99 miles an hour.
The 0-1 on the way. 100 on a fastball, but it's high. And it's 1-1. Nothing first inning. Sox batting. Here's the pitch. Sinker just low and outside. The last 2 fastballs, 199, and both could have been called strikes. Instead, it's 2-1.
Yeah, they both could have been challenged and maybe overturned.
But 2-1. Outside. This is the first game the White Sox have played in a full season against an AL Central opponent in which they were both 1 or 2 in the division and separated by 1 game since September 2nd of 2012 at Detroit. Kind of amazing. 3-1 is foul.
Yeah, I mean, so what do we got?
Top 2 teams in the division within a game, and the White Sox participating. First time in 14 seasons they've had a game like this.
Feels good.
Sure does. 3-2 home, and a swing and a miss on a high fastball for strike 3.
He only threw fastballs in that at-bat.
Here's Andrew Benintendi. Funny, I was talking with Jason Kipnis, a Chicago area native who had that long run with Cleveland, about a big 9th inning Game 7 at bat in the World Series against Aroldis Chapman. Benintendi takes high and outside. It was like a 7 or 8 pitch at bat. He said he threw me nothing but breaking balls.
Sure.
And he said he threw me 1, then he threw me 2, and then I'm like, no, he's going to throw me a fastball. And he never did. Fouled back and out of place. So if you're Miguel Vargas, you're probably expecting at one point he was going to go away from his fastball, but as you mentioned, he never did.
There's no way that in an at-bat like that you're not in the back of your mind thinking a breaking ball's coming at some time. It's natural.
1-1 is outside on a curveball.
And then it gets to a point, it's funny, it's like a guy that just throws you nothing but breaking balls like Kipnis mentioned. In your mind, you're like, he has to sneak one up here. And when it never happens, you're just flabbergasted. You're like, I can't believe that didn't happen.
The 2-1 is low on a curve. And I think you're right about the shadows right now. We've seen both catchers drop pitches. Hedges dropped one 2 pitches ago. Teal dropped a couple in the top of the inning. 3-1 is a strike. Inside corner, it's 3-2.
Well, that was a dart. Just kind of came across his body and threw that on the inside corner. That was just filthy. We might have our best fastball hitter standing there, and he had trouble seeing that one.
3-2 pitch is hit high in the air out into center field, not deep. Halperin coming in, and he's got it. So Petey Halpin makes a catch, and after an inning, 0-0.
There's a lot going on when Ohtani pitches and hits. So there goes Ohtani. Shohei lighting up the highlights already. It's a leadoff home run after he struck out 3 at the top of the first. And the Dodgers lead it 1-0. He hit 55 in the regular season, a Dodger record. And he's gone deep for the 3rd time this postseason, his first of the championship series.
and then they pull it, and you know they're holding one link. Carrick now he's going to throw off his arm. Here it comes. Throw toward third. Oh my! Out! What a throw by Carrick! Are you kidding me? That's a cannon.
That throw came at 99.8 miles an hour. We round up here. That's a 100-mile-an-hour throw.
How much fun was that?
It's great.
Chicago.
Stuart Fairchild leads off the Cleveland second in a scoreless tie. Right-hand batter playing right and takes an inside fastball from Anthony Kay. 0-0 early on. Fairchild is 30 years old and waits on a 1-0. And he swings and misses on a cutter. 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. It's only the 12th game with Cleveland for Fairchild. The 1-1. He misses a fastball, 1-2. How about this? Stuart Fairchild in his major league debut with Arizona in 2021. Pinch ran for Stephen Vogt. Swing and a miss. He strikes out. Another one got away from Kyle Teal, but the batter just kind of gave himself up.
That's a great note, by the way.
Yeah, Stephen Vogt's now his manager.
Yep, that's a great note. Another great note is that's 3 straight strikeouts for Kay. And get them while you can while the hitting conditions are tough.
Now Austin Hedges is off to a really good start offensively. And he takes outside on a sweeper, batting .260. Doing good work against lefties. The Guardians are 21-11 when Hedges starts. He's very good behind the plate. And he hits a high fly in the left. Sam Antonacci is in. Actually waved his arms even though there's nobody within 50 yards of him, and he makes a catch.
That is always entertaining. I got it. And everybody's like, yeah, we know.
2 up, 2 down. Here's Petey Halpin playing center. Third round pick out of Mountain View, California in 2020. Left-hand batter. And he takes high for ball 1. Batting .171. No Jose Ramirez for a bit. He's going to be out a while with that fractured left hamate bone. A 1-0. Inside, he almost hit him. And I mention that again because if you had to remove one star player from one roster in this division, I kind of feel like that's the biggest one.
Yes.
Right?
I would agree.
The 2-0 is a strike. It's the second time in Jose Ramirez's career he's been on the injured list. He has been very durable. The other IL stint was the same injury on the other hand in 2019.
How about that?
The 2-1 to Halpin. Fastball strike on the outside corner, 2-2. So an offense that already had struggled to score runs is now without a future Hall of Fame bat. The 2-2 from Kay. Check swing, he went. That one in the dirt, and Teal will throw to first. And Anthony Kay has struck out 4 of the last 5 Cleveland batters after an inning and a half.
It's the great mascot race. Here we go. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd goes wild. It's the home stretch. It's a close race. It's the play at the plate. It's Clark. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
You know, we like to stay on topic here, but squirrel. Squirrel.
What? Where?
Squirrel. Where?
Oh, no.
How about that? That went right up into the batter's eye, into the camera position. How about that?
That one will fall into the White Sox dugout.
Well, it looks like he's still aggravated about being traded away. She's so excited she just threw it back. That was off the ledge, too. We can't get that down.
How do you get out, though? That's the problem. There's no exit.
Teal will lead off the bottom of the second. Gets a nice ovation from the White Sox faithful. 0-0. Gavin Williams' first pitch is a low curve. And nothing like returning to the big leagues and go get them.
Pretty much, right?
This is not a favorable matchup for just about anybody. And Williams in the first inning looked like he had his good stuff. The pitch. Kyle takes a strike on a sweeper.
Well, Williams, who's, hit 100 already in this game. His sweeper is his number 1 pitch.
A 1-1, big swing, and Kyle fouls it off.
And his fastball, 4-seam fastball, averages about 97. Opponents have hit 209 against that pitch. 3 home runs on it.
The 1-2. Inside, he almost hit him. The main thing was health, but he also had good results in the 4 games with Charlotte. 8 out of 16 with a homer, scored 5 times. And a 2-2. It's outside. Ball 3.
Try the curveball, and that's a pitch you can have success on. He's given up 5 home runs on the curveball this year out of the 15 he's allowed.
3-2. And a swing and a miss on a sweeper. So that's 3 strikeouts early for Gavin Williams, and that'll bring up Colson Montgomery.
Hey, families eat free. Grab your family in. Head to the ballpark with a family pack. Starting at $21, each family member gets a hot dog, drink, chips, and a cookie. Visit WhiteSox.com/family and get your tickets.
1 pitch to Montgomery. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. Went 0 for 11 in that series in Detroit. He had 3 home runs in New York. As he waits on an 0-1. And he takes high on a fastball.
Conditions are almost becoming better for the hitters. That high fastball that Hedges had trouble catching just now would have been right in the brighter part of the batter's eye.
1-1. Fouled back on a sweeper. And it's 1-2. Williams is 26. He's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Went to East Carolina University. This is his 79th Major League start. Career 3.60 ERA. Really good last year for the Guards. He won 12 games and 31 starts with a 3.06. And he almost threw a no-hitter last August at the Mets. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Strike 3. He's got 4 strikeouts against 5 batters. And we're seeing a lot of whiffs here on both sides. Here comes Mydroth.
Yeah, given the conditions, we're used to that right about now this time of day with the batter's eye with no shade on it completely yet. You see a lot of foul balls. You see a lot of swings and misses. But the minute the shade covers that whole area, you all of a sudden see some guys making solid contact.
Mydroth takes a sinker off the inside corner. Little double clutch on the throwback by Hedges, but again, he did not challenge it. Might have been a strike. A 1-0. That's a strike. So only 16 out of 30 pitches have been strikes, but when Williams has missed, it hasn't been by a lot.
And he's getting the swing and miss on sweepers, actually out of the strike zone.
There's a sweeper outside. Mydroth in the 6th spot. We saw him hit 3rd Friday night, first time in his career, and he batted cleanup yesterday, even though he led off 4 different innings. And he lines out in the right field and a base hit. Played on a bounce by Fairchild. He turned around 98, and it left the bat at 102.
Fairchild playing conservatively. He started in, then held up. Had he continued to come in, to me, he catches that maybe knee high. But he didn't feel he saw it very well off the bat, and he pulled up quick and let that one bounce on a short hop to him.
By the way, the home cooking this week is one of my favorites, the machete. It's a giant quesadilla made with chicken chorizo, queso Oaxaca, and salsa molcajete. Swing and a miss by Braden Montgomery. You can find it at Section 11 on the main concourse. Mexican street-style quesadilla. They have a vegetarian option as well, and it is definitely enough for a full dinner. You think quesadilla, you think appetizer. This is a full meal.
You got through that good. That's a lot of Oaxaca.
The 0-1 is laced into the corner and left, a fair ball. Mydroth coming toward 3rd. He's going to be sent by Jersley. And he's going to score. A 2-out rally, and the Sox lead 1-0 in the 2nd.
Braden Montgomery hit that one right on the button. And most of his hits have come the opposite direction, as that one did. Inside the left field line, batting left-handed. Just a good swing and delivery, picking up the big 2-out RBI.
That is a double, his 4th. It's sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, America's favorite vodka for a reason. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. So they've got the early advantage. Tristan Peters hooks a line drive foul down the right field side, and that advantage brought to you by Advantage Dealer Group. Find your next Chevy, Acura, Toyota, now Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and find your advantage at Advantage Dealer Group. The stretch, a couple of looks at Montgomery, now another one. And the 0-1 to Peters, and he hits a fly ball into center. It's deep and it's playable for Halpin, and he'll grab it. Well, 2-out rallies don't count for any more runs than they do with less than 2 outs, but it always...
This ball set into left center. Jake Myers. What a catch. What a catch by Jake Myers. He had a long way to go.
7 innings, no earned runs, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts for Nolan McLean. What an outing. Gone! Pete Crow Armstrong with a home run down the line.
Pete Crow Armstrong has now homered in all 3 games this series.
Tyler O'Neill goes skyscraping at the right field fence to rob Raleigh of at least 2 bases, maybe 2 more. I think he pulled it back.
Yeah, he did.
Take strike 3. A new career high. 12 strikeouts for Kyle Bradish.
One of the great performances we have seen this season by an Orioles pitcher.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
ESPN Chicago.
Top of the 3rd inning. Second time around. As Travis Bazzana takes a low outside sweeper. He popped out to short to lead off the game. 1-0 White Sox. Bazzana promoted from their AAA club in Columbus on April 28th, and he made his debut that day. And he hits a soft grounder foul behind the plate. He's from Australia. He went to Oregon State. He was Cleveland's first ever #1 overall pick. That was in 2024. The 1-1 to him is outside on a sweeper. Bazzana came in hitting .273 with 7 homers, 24 RBIs. And the early returns have been very good. He got a 4-for-4 2-homer game on Saturday in Houston. Swing and a miss on a cutter, 2-2.
And he's a youngster still, so he's still learning the major league level.
23. He'll turn 24 in late August. The 2-2 from Kay. Outside on a cutter. Could not get him to chase it. 24 walks, 38 strikeouts for Bazzana. So that strikeout rate, 19% and a 12% walk rate, both very good. Fouled.
And today's world, his 47 hits compared to 38 strikeouts is actually good.
Kind of fun with Travis Bazzana and Kevin McGonigal getting to the major leagues in the same year. One's a shortstop, the other's second baseman, and there's a line rip foul to left out of play. Who will end up having the better career?
Hey, good
Way
comparison.
too early to tell.
Yeah, good comparison in the players.
McGonigal off to a better start, and he is also 2 years younger.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's ready to handle the big leagues right this minute forever.
The pitch is fouled, and we'll try it again.
And right now, it's the first time we're really seeing Bazzana, so it's hard to assess where he is in his early career yet.
David Fry is the on-deck batter. The 3-2. Check swing and a one bouncer to Montgomery, and the throw to first is going to be late. That's a little bit of a an excuse me infield single, and Bazzana ran very hard down the line and got rewarded for it on a base hit.
Yeah, generally on a check swing, you don't get out of the box very quickly, but Bazzana did, and he was scooting down that line. Nothing more can be done by Colson Montgomery. I mean, he literally couldn't have done more to make that a better play.
That was a 9-pitch at bat, and Bazzana kept battling and ends up with a leadoff single. Here's Fry, who walked in the first. And he looks at a strike. He's in left. You wouldn't have seen that last year because he couldn't play the field after right elbow surgery. And then he got smoked in the face by a Tarek Skubal fastball on a bunt attempt late last season.
Crazy, right? Big home run hitter trying to bunt. Got smoked.
And swing and a miss on a sweeper. It's 0-2. Deviated septum, a broken nose. It was a bad one. When I hear the two words together, nasal fractures, it just gives me the...
Yeah,
that sounds super painful.
Yeah, I don't want any part of that.
Called strike 3 on a sinker, and Fry is retired. 5 early strikeouts for Kay, and now Brian Rocchio.
Yeah, anytime a baseball makes contact with a player in the head or anything above the neck area, it's scary. It's amazing when you see a guy just bounce right back up like nothing happened.
Runner on first, 1 out, 1-0 Sox, third inning. There's a swing and a base hit out into center, and Bazzana's going to stop at second. I think he wanted to try for third, but he looked like he took a lunging step to hit second base and either slipped or slowed down and decided to hang on, and he's tapping his chest as he looks at his third base coach.
Yeah, I mean, he would have made third base without a throw, to be honest with you. So I agree with you. I think I saw out of the corner of my eye that he kind of lost a stride. He slipped enough to where, for some reason, he felt like it was too risky to keep going.
By the way, it's J.T. McGuire, their outfield and base running coach, filling in at third base in this series. Reagular Odor is away from the club. So 2 on. And Hoskins takes up and in on a cutter. Rocchio is 2 for 2. Three hits for the Guardians. Hoskins stands with his feet pretty close together. Hands are high. And a 1-0 pitch. Sinker strike, and Hoskins thought it was high. He'll challenge.
Previous pitch is falling strike. Later challenging.
Waiting for the result on the big board, and it was high.
Called overturned, counts 1-1.
It was high by exactly 1 inch. Sounds like a lot, but it's not.
No, it really is not.
Long hold by Kay, and the pitch is popped up. Left side of the infield, infield fly rule in effect. The third baseman Montgomery will grab it.
Join us in the ballpark Friday, July 10th for Mexican Heritage Night as the Sox take on the Athletics at 6:40. 15,000 fans 21 and older will receive a Mexican Heritage jersey presented by Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. And stick around for the post-game fireworks show as well.
That ABS overturn, a reminder, a second opinion, always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Here's Kyle Manzardo, caught looking in the first inning. Bazzana's at second, Rocchio's at first. The pitch, sweeper is off the outside, ball 1. Boy, nice crowd here on a Monday night. Maybe a few fans still filing in. K's 1-0. called strike on a sweeper. That one might have been off the plate. But Manzardo did not challenge it. 1-1.
I think mainly because he pulled off the pitch, didn't watch it all the way back, which when you lose sight of it like that, in your mind, you don't know if he caught the corner or not.
Now Kay will spin around and fake towards second. Anthony had that big month of May with a 1.95, but to start June, 8.31. Tonight so far, he's looked more like the Kay we saw last month. The 1-1 pitch, hit on the ground, just foul to first base. And it's 1-2. And even when Anthony's at his best, he'll give up some traffic, but he always seems to find a way to battle through.
Yeah, and because he does, as you just described, battle through, he's pretty much a 5-inning pitcher. Gets into the 6th sometimes, but those are a lot of pitches. Right now he's at 55 pitches, which is not terrible, but he's trying to get through this 3rd inning under 60 pitches thrown.
Ready for a 1-2. Check swing. I think he went. He did. Marvin Hudson rings him up at third base. 6 strikeouts through 3 for Anthony.
In a big-time spot here in the 8th. It's the 2-2 pitch. Yelich, a high drive. Deep right. Down the line. Fair and gone. Yelich delivers in the clutch. And he left nothing in the tank.
My God, how far did that go?
A bomb 421 feet away.
My goodness.
Christian Yelich, a 3-run blast.
There's a shot deep to left, way back. Kiss it, goodbye. Home run for Andre Dawson. It's across the street, and the scramble is on.
And it looked like the mailman got it. Andre Dawson delivering the mail, and the mailman getting the baseball.
And you better not mess with the U.S. mail.
Here's Alec Ball, drove in a run with a base hit his first time off the pitch.
Swung on, blasted. Way back left center on its way. My goodness, Alec Ball. He crushed that. 2-run home run. Came up a little shy of Ashburn Alley, but that ball was crushed.
You talk about hitting the entire baseball.
Yeah.
He got all sides of it.
447 feet. My goodness.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Bottom of the 3rd, Sox lead the Guardians 1-0. Luis Angel Acuna, the shortstop, will lead it off against Gavin Williams. Acuna hit his first home run of the year yesterday in Detroit. He backs away from a strike. That sweeper caught the inside corner. And that home run at the time gave the White Sox the lead. The pitch. Low on a sinking fastball at 98. Overall numbers not good for Luis Angel, but much better in June. When he hits a hard ground ball past a drawn-in Hoskins out into right base, hit to lead off the inning.
Well, you've been talking about the fact that he has been collecting hits now. He's driven a couple of balls mixed in with a lot of singles. He's got some infield hits. He's got some little choppers that he's beat out, but that was a bullet past the first baseman who was drawn in because of the possibility of the bunt.
Here's Antonacci. He fanned in the first inning. Decent lead by Acuna at first base. There he goes. The pitch is low and the throw is late. Acuna almost overslid the bag. Rocchio kept the tag on him, and the Guardians will take a look in the video room. Well, for now, it's a stolen base.
Yeah, hard, late slide. I mean, He hit his hand on the base. Body went over the top. Foot just barely hung on as his body almost was completely past the base. That is a hard late slide.
No challenge coming. He's got his 13th steal. He's been caught only twice. 1-0 on Antonacci. Corner infielders sneaking in. And there's a ground ball foul off his foot.
Hey, you heard of that guy, Daryl Scowen?
Daryl Van Scowen.
That's the guy.
Forgot the van.
No, he's not in a van. He's on a back porch somewhere listening to baseball.
Always great to hear from Daryl, the former.
What's his name?
Sometimes.
Daryl what?
Van Scowen.
Hey, that's it. Hey, Daryl. Glad you're listening in, just so we can mess with you.
Spin and a throw to second is late as Acuna's back in. Well, you're lucky I can decipher some of the sounds that come.
Well, there's sometimes I need help. You're there for me.
You know, the first part of fixing that is admitting it. So it's step one in the books. Sinker is outside, ball 2, 2-1.
I like the look on your face when you're like, wait a minute, what? Who? Oh.
Two and one. Runner at second, nobody out. The pitch to Antonacci. Curve on the outside corner, and Sam already 1 for 1 in challenges.
Pitch call strike. The hitter is challenging.
Thinks this one was outside. And it's a strike.
Call is confirmed. Chicago has 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, he was pretty convinced that that wasn't even close, just by the expression on his face, like, oh, you're making me challenge this one too, huh?
2-2 the count. Williams really checking on the runner, Acuna. The pitch outside on a curve. And the more Williams is looking at Acuna, the more he's starting to dance.
Yes. It's kind of fun to watch. It's a nice little dance he's got going on out there. Little chubby checker working.
Doing the twist.
Yep.
3-2. Fouled. He got a piece of a sinker at 100. Miguel Vargas on deck. A pitch. Fouled. That one stung as Sam banged one off his leg.
Obviously, Sam's thinking get him over worst case scenario with this at bat. Advance him to third base if he makes an out, even though, you know, I'm thinking he's leaning toward trying to drive him in. Antonacci, a .387 batter this year with runners in scoring position. That's really good. Team overall is a .233 team.
The pitch. Fouled. He stays alive. Sox got a run in the second. Meidroth with a 2-out single, and then Braden Montgomery drove him home on a double. And they're trying to add on here. 3-2 pitch. Low on a curve. That's a walk. Well, it's fun watching Antonacci grind through these at-bats.
Well,
here's Vargas.
I mean, I think that's the right description of him, right? Used to be that the club was known as the Grinders. Well, he truly is that. And it's kind of apropos that you say he's grinding, and he screamed and thought it was him after he took that ball 4. He's like, ah! He's a little amped up about drawing the walk.
Vargas takes a strike on a sweeper. Two on, nobody out. Williams again staring at the runner at second, and now he's going to fake. On a pickoff move.
Nice job by Acuna. I mean, he's disturbing the pitcher, which is awesome. Now you just hope it leads to a mistake to the batter.
The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Hedges fakes a throw to first.
There was going to be a play on, but a great job by Jose Lajer, the first base coach. Absolutely immediately when the first baseman broke, letting the base runner know, get back. That's the coach's job, because otherwise you'll catch that guy at first base leaning the wrong way, and they can throw behind him and catch him.
There's a swing and a base hit out in the left center. Acuna had to make sure it got through. He's going to be sent by Jersley. The throw to home plate. He's going to be out. Oh, what a pick on a one-hop throw from the outfield. Austin Hedges just made an amazing play at home plate, and they get Acuna.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it was an amazing throw from the get-go. A strong throw from Halpin, and a better pick at the end of the play by Hedges.
We've got a challenge.
It did look like the tag was high, with a great hook slide inside from Acuna. Acuna had to freeze. He thought that might be caught by the shortstop jumping up, so he went the wrong way back towards second, had to change his momentum, get going the other direction.
We might have a blocking challenge, as Will Venable not only made the signal to challenge it, but he went out to chat with the umpire.
Chicago is challenging the play at the plate and blocking.
So they're going to challenge safer route plus blocking.
Well, you know, worst case scenario in this situation, you do have runners at second and third with one out. I don't have a problem with the challenge, with the effort, with everything that took place there. You just found out, though, that the center fielder can throw.
It's going to be a single for Vargas, and he went to second on the throw. And this is a pretty significant call. If it's overturned, it's 2-0, nobody out second and third. Or 1-0, second and third, one out.
Well, I think they're going to get the blocking call. Hedges was definitely blocking the path of the runner long before he picked the ball, caught the ball. So he was standing in a position that it left no path for the runner but to try and come back inside, change his direction that he was running to an area that was clear to the plate.
While we have a second, this might take some time. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox. We're going to hear from Marvin Hudson.
After review, there is no blocking violation. The call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out. Chicago will lose their challenge.
Well, I'm just completely misunderstanding what the blocking rule is at the plate.
It's hard to get that call now. It really is.
You have the catcher without the ball. He's standing between the runner and the plate. And the runner had to try and hook slide in to have access to the plate. Now, it was after the catcher had caught the ball. So I don't know. I'm going to have to research that review of that play again.
Infield in. 1-0, one out. Second and third. The pitch to Benintendi. And he swings and he lines out in the left. It's a base hit. Antonacci's going to score. Vargas will be held. He wanted to go. Jersley put on the brakes. That was the right thing as Fry's throw was true. And cut off by Arias. 2-0.
Well, after all that, the White Sox have found a way to see the ball a little better against Gavin Williams. Now that there's no bright batter's eye, they're getting much better swings and results.
Veteran pitching coach Carl Willis, who pitched for the White Sox in 1988, will make a mound visit.
What a difference, right? We talk about how hard it is for the batters to see with the bright background. But since the shadows have come into play, we've picked up, 5 hits and a walk. Yep. So as good as his arm is, we're seeing a little bit of the struggles that Williams has had of late. His last 3 starts, giving up a lot of runs, a lot of slug with that.
First and third, 2-0. Kyle Teal batting. He struck out in his first AB. The heart of the lineup brought to you by Northwestern Medicine. Home to Illinois' top-ranked heart and vascular program for 18 straight years by U.S. News and World Report. Vargas at third, Benintendi at first. Here's the pitch. Teo looks at a strike on a sinker. The 0-1 from Williams. Taken low on a curve.
You got another grinder in the batter's box in Teal. A little more powerful Antonacci look from the left-hand batter's box with Teal.
A couple of Team Italy teammates back together on the big league roster. The 1-1. Strike called on a sinker. And Teal's going to challenge.
Oh, boy.
And I'm not so sure this will get overturned.
Bader's challenging.
It has been a challenging inning for the White Sox, right?
Yes, it has. I think they're going to lose their challenge.
Yep, it's a strike.
Call is confirmed. Chicago has no challenges remaining.
So they lost both ABS challenges and their other challenge here in this inning.
Now it's just a matter of playing old school baseball with no help from anybody. Just go win it.
1-2. Here it comes. Inside on a sweeper. Outfield deep, slightly around toward left.
That sweeper in on the left-handers from Williams is tough, kind of like a Chris Sale slider to right-handers.
Swing and a miss. Strike three on a ball in the dirt. Knocked down by Hedges. And that's the second out, and that'll bring up Colson Montgomery.
Hey, create your own game plan with a 10-ticket flex pack. You pick the matchups and seats. Total freedom, total fun. For more information, visit whitesox.com/ticket plans.
First and third, two gone. The pitch to Montgomery, a swinging strike on a sweeper. They're in the eighth. Detroit leads the Yankees 5-3. Kansas City's got a 2-1 lead at Tampa Bay in the ninth. The Rays are the only team with a better home record than the White Sox. Sox are 24-12 here at home. Colson takes inside. The Rays, I believe, are 26-10 at Tropicana Field. Think they're happy to be back there?
Oh, yes, indeed.
The 1-1. Down and in on a sweeper. 2 balls and a strike.
Talked about it in the second with the White Sox picking up the 2-out run. Adding on to the lead right here would just be a little dagger and Gavin Williams back. You're like, take it out. No. 3-run home run would really do it.
The pitch. Rounded softly foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I did ask Colson today, if you are asked about participating in the home run derby, would you consider it? He said, sure, I would consider it.
Any caveats to that, or just sure, I would consider it?
Well, he didn't say yes 100%. I think if he's an all-star, that'll make it easier because he would already be in Philadelphia. And we'll see. He deserves to be an all-star. 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the good news, the Sox add to their lead, but Williams able to limit the damage.
Stewart takes off. Soft strike. Bang. Throw. Sailed into center. Stewart didn't realize it.
Yeah, this is more of a hand grenade than it was a throw toward second.
It's interesting get up for the ballpark.
Yeah, looks like he needs some sun.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Looks like a cup. That might not help the footing.
Something comes flying out of the field there. Lucky that flew into a dead spot there.
Now
tip off the top of the glove, looks up and is able to find it.
Welcome to the big leagues, Cole.
Jordan Lawler leads off the bottom of the third. Reynaldo Lopez, first pitch swung on. That is hit high and deep to left field. It took a long time, but there's the first major league home run for Jordan Lawler.
424 feet off the bat of Lawler.
And a no-doubter for him, a kid who was, 6th overall pick a few years ago. They had to find kind of a spot for him. He was a shortstop. They put him in the outfield, and nobody giving him any love after his first big league home run.
Congratulations, Jordan Lawler. That's number one.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol.
ESPN Chicago.
Let's go. Top of the fourth, 2-0 Sox. Gabriel Arias leads off against Anthony Kay, and we have a very special guest here in the booth. There's a strike called on a fastball on the inside corner. Jerry Azuma, former Bear, and one of the new members of the College Football Hall of Fame. Jerry, welcome back to Chicago. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations. There's a bunt toward third, and it is foul. So you were a running back in college, and a darn good one.
A lot of people are asking me that question. They're like, wait a minute, you were a running back in college?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I was a running back in college. Never backpedaled a day in my life until I got to the NFL.
That's crazy. It's interesting for sure, and I want to ask you how that came about. Here's an 0-2 from Kay. Swing and a miss, strike three. So how did that happen, that transition from offense to defense?
You know what? I'm still wondering how that happened. I don't know. I was a really good college running back, and I went to the combine. And then after the combine, a lot of teams came after me, and they said, you know what? Your measurables are like a DB, so we want to try you out as a defensive back. So I started to work out for a couple of teams as a defensive back, and finally the Chicago Bears were like, you know what? We're going to give you a shot.
Lines to left, caught by Antonacci. And I don't have to tell you how special it is to be a Chicago Bear, but what was the biggest takeaway for you just being a part of that franchise in this city with this fan base?
I mean, Chicago has been an amazing, amazing adventure. Growing up, my parents are from Ghana, West Africa, and I was born in Oklahoma, but they had a love for the Chicago Bears. There's a guy by the name of Walter Payton, and I wanted to be the next Walter Payton. So football started to happen at a very young age, and being a running back, I was like, you know what, I want to be Walter Payton.
And you won the award named after him.
Yes, I did.
Which is amazing.
I did.
Yeah, it all kind of feels cosmic in a way, doesn't it? Austin Hedges batting, 2 outs, fourth inning. We're chatting with Jerry Azuma. The pitch is outside on a sweeper. I'm not going to ask how old you are, but you look like you could still.
Oh, he's still fit.
I try to keep the outside looking good.
Oh, there you go.
The inside might be mush.
Here's a 1-0 coming to the Cleveland catcher, and he swings and misses. So when is the ceremony, the college football?
The College Football Hall of Fame ceremony is December 8th in Vegas at the Bellagio.
Wow, not bad.
Should be fun.
That's usually where DJ stays when he goes to Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, starting now.
The 1-1.
DJ, I got to get you a ticket.
No, there we go. Yeah.
Who are the other members of the class? Anyone in particular?
Ndamukong Suh.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Darnold.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys that are on that list, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Swinging a high fly ball, well hit out into deep center. Peters is back. He's near the warning track, and he makes a catch. Well, It's great to meet you in person, and it was really fun.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off, locking your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay. Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Visit marrymejewelry.com or call 630-MARRY-ME to find out why Marry Me Diamonds get the most compliments.
Looking for a new home base? Visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
Chase Meidroff, single and a run, leads off the bottom of the fourth. Sox 2, Guardians nothing. And the pitch to Chase is high on a sinker at 96. Thanks to Jerry Azuma for joining us. New college football Hall of Famer. 1-0 is high on a sweeper, ball 2. Played for Chip Kelly at the University of New Hampshire. Jerry Azuma. Sinker, strike.
Just finishing up the conversation with Jerry, and he grew up playing a lot of baseball. That was actually a sport he played more than football, so he appreciates what's taking place here on the south side for the White Sox and their fans.
The 2-1 to Chase. Check swing, and he held up on a low sweeper. I think within a year or two, you're going to have potential check swing challenges. We're doing some of that in the minor leagues. The 3-1 home. Sinker strike right on the outer edge. Sox cannot challenge any more ball strike calls.
They don't need to. They just need to keep adding to their lead. Just keep going offensively.
3-2. Fouled upstairs, off to the right.
I asked Jerry, I'm like, how do you transition from being a running back going forward to all of a sudden you're backpedaling, trying to keep up with the guy that's fast as can be? He goes, it wasn't easy. Try doing that in the NFL, transitioning from a running back to that, but he did it.
Fouled. Full count on Chase. Braden Montgomery waits on deck. Gavin Williams ready to work the pitch. Fouled. Royals beat Tampa Bay 2-1. The pitch. Fouled again.
Cutter that was up. Pretty hittable. That's actually the pitch that hitters have the best chance against. On his cutter.
Check swing, strike 3. He went on a sweeper.
As Cutter, he has a 774 slug against that pitch. So, I mean, if he's going to throw that and you miss it, that's on you. But that sweeper's a different story. That's nasty.
7 strikeouts, including 3 straight. Here's Braden Montgomery, who has the go-ahead RBI double. Bobby Witt Jr. did not play again tonight. 3rd straight game he has missed, but he's still not on the IL. Called strike. He's got a sprained right knee. Probably wishful thinking that he'll get to the IL. The fact they haven't put him on there yet means they're going to wait as long as they can to make that decision, and they're going to be here this weekend. Ball 1 on a curveball, 1-1 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss on a sweeper. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Williams delivers low on a curve. Count now 2-2 on Braden Montgomery. Montgomery will get a timeout. Sox got a run in the second. They added on in the third. The 2-2, a foul on the screen.
The outfield shades Braden the other way, except for the right fielder. He's playing straight up, left fielder way toward the line where he hit the double, and center fielder shades the left center field gap. Infield, slightly to pull on the left side, they play him.
2-2, he misses away. Dodgers and Twins tied at 1, 5th inning from Target Field. 3-2. He struck him out swinging on a cutter.
And it was located on the outside corner, and Braden had his body kind of falling toward first base direction away from the pitch.
Looking at some of Williams' rate stats. Here's Tristan Peters, career best strikeout rate, about 28% going in, a career low walk rate. Awkward wave and a miss by Peters, but is giving up the highest home run and hard hit rate of his career, getting more ground balls, fewer fly balls. There's a hard liner over the head of the first base coach, Jose Lajer. And that's a foul strike, and he'll hear it from the third base dugout when he gets back there.
Oh, he'll hear how athletic he looked, flipping backwards to avoid being hit. It's a look. His helmet didn't even come off when he did that little flip.
0-2 in the dirt. Williams has not pitched fewer than 5 innings in any of his starts. That's always valuable. And how about this? The Guardians, they've only used 5 starters. They're halfway through the season. Peters fouls at home plate.
Yeah, let's just say that that's a dream come true for an organization. Pencil in your 5 guys out of spring training and say, see you at the end of the year.
And that's a big reason why they are where they are atop the division.
And they came in with a team ERA at 3.79 compared to the White Sox 4.41.
Yep, 6th best ERA in the majors. 1-2 is hit high in the air out into short left field. Fry is in, but it's going to be the shortstop. That's Rocchio who makes the catch. Sox go 1-2-3 for the second time tonight. Through 4, Sox 2, Guardians nothing on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
People's Bank wants to help you make winning money moves. Like, ever heard of the 50-30-20?
I'm going to go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich. Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
Crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Taken out of the game as a pitcher, but the Ohtani rule allows him to stay in as the DH. Ohtani, did he? Ohtani! Ohtani has done it again! His third home run! An all-time game for an all-time player. 3 homers. He makes it 5-0.
114 off the bat, and this one only 427.
It's the opposite way.
Yeah, he's alive. He's back.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados con artículos.
Back in our Bell Tire broadcast booth here at Wright Field. Sox lead the Guardians 2-0. Sox a game out of first place. 5th inning, and Petey Halpin fouls as he faces Anthony Kay. Halpin just 24 years old. Had that big outfield assist earlier. Gunning down Acuna at home plate from center. He takes a sinker. It's a strike. But as good a throw as it was an even better play by the catcher Hedges.
Yeah, we would have seen a lot of other catchers rush that pick and come up empty.
The 0-2. A swing and a soft line drive right to the glove of Mydroth at second. That's 6 in a row retired by Anthony Kay. And here's Bazana for the 3rd time. He's 1 for 2. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the Sox this season. Every time they turn a double play at home, Steinhoffels donates $200 to Special Spaces to help create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer. First offer is high on a cutter. Here's the 1-0. Cutter strike. Davis Martin was very good yesterday in a tough no decision in Detroit. 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. Check swing, and he went around as they asked Marvin Hudson. 1-2.
Yep, that barrel just snapped out there in front of home plate as he tried to hold up.
The pitch. Fouled back. Teal wanted it up and out of the zone, and that's where Kay threw it. And Bazana was able to get a piece of it.
Yeah, you take a hack like he just did. It's almost like you were looking up. You anticipated the high pitch.
A 1-2 is hit on the ground toward right. Mydroth flags it down, throw to first. He got him. What a play. He went out into the outfield grass and snagged that hard roller at 106 off the bat. What a play.
Yeah, you're not kidding, since we've already seen Bazana can get down that line on an infield hit to the left side of the infield. So what you love about Mydroth, fully extended deep into the outfield, but the pop up and get rid of it was so quick as he knew he had to go, and it was right on the money, that throw.
That's one of the best defensive plays we've seen Chase make. David Fry swings hard and fouls off the catcher Teal.
Yeah, you know, Chase is good at going to his right on the balls that aren't smoked and getting rid of it accurately across the middle of the infield. But that right there, it took everything that he owns to make that play.
Well, he's got a big gash on his arm. The 0-1. Low and in. Does it happen at times when you make a great defensive play and you leave your feet like that, where you've got the adrenaline going, you make the play, and then you get to the dugout and you go, oh my gosh, I'm bleeding?
I think that might have been from when he slid earlier in the game to home plate.
That could be. The pitch is a low changeup.
Yeah, he slid across home plate earlier when there was no play, but he kind of dragged his arm across the plate area, so I think that might have been when that happened.
The 2-1. Cutter strike. 2-2.
But to answer your question, absolutely. With all the adrenaline, there's times, I mean, guys, outfielders in particular, you run into a fence, you don't even realize you just ripped off a layer of skin off your elbow or something until you get back in. You're like, oh, didn't know what happened.
Like a diving catch on the warning track. There's a swing and a line drive caught by the third baseman in foul territory. Colson Montgomery makes the play. 8 in a row retired.
How do you go from a triple play to a two-way star through a bracelet and a babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where are you going? He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The 5th, which is when we bring you our SOX Twitter poll question on X. Len DJ, when you're ready.
We are ready.
All right, the always polarizing topic, the home run derby. We asked fans, would you like to see a White Sox hitter in the home run derby this season? I have 4 options.
Acuna fouls in the air to right. This will be out of play.
And your choices are, yes, Colson Montgomery, please. Yes, Munetaka Murakami, if healthy. Yes, Miggy Vargas, or no.
I'll go yes, Colson. I cannot imagine Murakami will be, even if he's back, I don't know if he'd be back long enough to do it.
I think the fans want Murakami, though.
All right. Fine. Swing and a fly ball out into right center and deep, but Halpin was playing deep, and he makes a catch right on the edge of the warning track.
The majority are party poopers, gentlemen. 46% do not want a White Sox player participating in the home run derby.
I get that, too.
And the idea is you don't want anyone to get hurt or have a
slump after it.
Right.
Yeah. Perceived slump that has put guys in before.
Antonacci bats with 1 out. A strikeout, a walk, and a run for Sam, and he takes a sinker inside. It was close.
I'll tell you, I'm surprised Hedges hasn't tried quite a few challenges. That looked like it was pretty good.
1-0 on the way. Right down the middle, it's a strike. Big win for Detroit. 5-3 over the Yankees. So they're 4-0 on this Big Ten game homestand. Antonacci hits a bounding ball to the second baseman. Bazana, short throw to first, 2 gone. And here is the aforementioned Vargas. White Sox home runs brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. See Air's Supply at Hard Rock Live Sunday, August 2nd. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. White Sox starting action today with 106 home runs, second most in the majors. Vargas takes a strike. The White Sox trailing the Yankees by 8 on that list. Fastball is outside 1-1. And I'm checking. Ahmed Rosario hit one tonight. So they have 115. Fastball is high, 2-1.
It's just nice that we're in the conversation about them hitting for power.
Tied for third, the Dodgers and the Athletics. The pitch is low and outside. I think they hit half of those on that 6-game homestand at Vegas.
Yeah, they had 11 in one game.
3-1. Here it comes. Sinker strike. Full count on Vargas. There's a left-hander up for the Guardians. White Sox pen is quiet. K is at 77 pitches. This will be number 95 for the big righty Gavin Williams. And it's on the way. And it's hit on the ground to the shortstop. Rocchio scoops and fires to first, and that'll do it. 8 straight retired by Williams. 5 in the book.
You've got to be very careful where you're going because you might not get there. But how exactly can you go from a yogi to a king to perfectos, the old professor, and pine tar? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
The rule was, can't be more than 18 inches of pine tar. Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, he's out. Yes, sir. He's out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
White Sox baseball, ESPN Chicago.
Sox 2, Guardians nothing. Brian Rocchio looks at a strike from Anthony K. Rocchio is 2 for 2. Both hits have been singles. They have 3 hits overall. The other one was an infield hit by Bazana. Swinging a fly ball out into right center. Braden Montgomery cuts across and makes the catch.
Hey, tune in tomorrow, June 23rd, for White Sox Charities Day, the organization's telethon-style fundraising event. Throughout the game, you can donate to help support those in need and receive limited edition White Sox gifts, including mystery autographed baseballs, cooler bags, and fan podcast-themed T-shirts. Visit whitesox.com/charitiesday.
Rhys Hoskins steps in for the third time. And a sweeper is over for strike one. Cubs and Mets postponed in New York. The 0-1. Pulled foul on the ground toward the third base dugout. They started late in Washington. Nats lead the Phillies 2-0. They're in the fourth inning. Scoreless in the ninth in Cincinnati. Brewers and Reds. The pitch way high. Woodruff started for Milwaukee, went 6. Singer went 7. 13 combined innings for the starters, 3 combined hits, no runs.
You don't get to say that often in today's baseball. No runs late.
There's a foul, right side out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to Hoskins, a former Brewer. He takes way outside on a sweeper. He's 33 years old, longtime Philly. Once led the league in walks, took 116 back in 2019. And he takes low and in.
Just looking at pitch count. It's 85 now for Kay. Williams at 95. Got action in the bullpen, left-hander for the Guardians.
A 3-2 from Kay. Pulled foul. The on-deck hitter is Kyle Manzardo. And Hoskins requests a timeout. Tomorrow night, Parker Messick against Sean Burke, and then Tanner Bybee, Eric Fetty on Wednesday afternoon. The pitch, a foul on the screen behind the plate.
Boy, Hoskins had a pretty good pitch to hit right there, other than the fact it was a 3-2 slider, but it was right there.
Another payoff. Hard hit grounder, foul, third base side.
You mentioned all those walks where he led the league with 116, and you look at the numbers now coming in with a batting average below 200. Way more strikeouts than hits. Walks not going to reach 100 plus this year. It's a down year for him.
And he hits a deep drive left field way back there, and it is a foul ball. Plenty of distance, but he just hooked it foul.
I was watching the reaction of Hoskins when he hit it. He kind of went on a trot about 20 feet from home plate, but he wasn't even watching the ball, which was an indication that's a foul ball. He knew it. Just kind of took off when he hit it and put his head down, and just waited, turned around, came back.
Another smash foul. He lined this one off the netting.
That is 3 straight yanked fastballs. I mean, he is getting the barrel out there in anticipation, so you got to come up with that magical pitch, the mystery pitch.
Here it is. Swinging a high fly into left. It's deep, and it's going to be playable. Antonacci has it right in front of the track. Boy, that was a good battle.
I love that. Finally, he just went with a slow pitch. It was his sweeper, had him just enough out in front, slowing down to make contact.
The 12th pitch of the at-bat that ended it. You know, looking at Hoskins, he's got a 16% walk rate. The Guardians kind of piecing this offense together a little bit like the Moneyball group, the A's 25 years ago. Manzardo takes outside. It is the one thing this offense is really good at, is deep at bats, and they get on base via the walk. There's a strike called on a sweeper.
Yeah, getting walks is great. We've always talked about this, but it takes getting hits to do some damage behind those walks, or it's kind of pointless.
Next pitch is high on a sweeper. Guardians' leading position player in WAR is, of course, Jose Ramirez. He's on the IL at the moment. Pitch misses inside. K really wanted it, and pretty obviously frustrated he didn't get it. 3-1.
I'm going to assume by the end of Jose Ramirez's career, he's going to be the all-time #1 everything for the Guardians, the former Indians.
There's a strike on a sinker. It's full count on Kyle Manzardo, who ranks 5th on their team in WAR, 0.6 going in. Nothing White Sox, 6th inning. 2 outs, nobody on for Cleveland. Here's a 3-2, and he walked him low and outside, and K frustrated. That's their first reach since Rocchio's single back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, the pitch count after that long at bat to Hoskins is at 97.
And the bullpen's still quiet, but that's going to change. Right as I said that, one of the bullpen catchers started heading up the stairs. Gabriel Arias representing the tying run, and a step off by K.
K's only had 1 outing this year where he's thrown 100 pitches. That was back in April against Kansas City.
The pitch, low and in on a changeup.
So this will be the second time that he touches 100 pitches. Going to have a visit with pitching coach
Zach Bove. Grant Taylor is up, and this is probably mostly to give him more time, but also just to reset things for K.
And make your favorite White Sox players all-stars. When you vote 5 times, you get up to 40% off tickets. Cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star ballot daily, or visit whitesox.com/vote. Terms and conditions apply. Voting ends June 25th. Get after it.
One ball, no strikes. Runner at first is Kyle Manzardo. The pitch to Arias. Swung on and missed on a sweeper.
Went after a pitcher's pitch, to say the least. Wasn't a strike. Must have been thinking too much. Like, okay, he told him, throw me a fastball, so I'm ready to swing. That's not what he told him, apparently.
K ready, the 1-1. Fouled back of the plate on a sweeper. It's 1-2 on Gabriel Arias, who has struck out twice. I'd like to welcome our listeners tuned in on Fox River Valley's WRMN 1410 AM tonight. Sox trying to start this big homestand with a win and get back into first place. They lead 2-0 in the 6th inning. 1-2, the pitch. He struck him out swinging.
That's a good pitching coach visit.
Probably the end of the night for Anthony K. 8 strikeouts through 6 scoreless innings. Sox bat in the bottom half of the 6th, leading 2-0.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive. Superman. Hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game. The pitcher hits it out.
A living, breathing statue. Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
Over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Brought to you by the City of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway. It is an Ask DJ Day whenever you're ready, Mr. Jackson.
You know what? Let's ask.
All right, Sam in Downers Grove wants to know, DJ, how much can a hitter really learn from one at bat, even if it ends in an out?
Oh, good question.
Tim Herron, the new pitcher, lefty, to the pinch hitter, Randall Grichuk, and it's inside on a slider, ball 1. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball out into deep left field. It's way back there, and it is out of here. Pinch homer. Randall Grichuk. It's 3-0.
He's done it again. That is the 3rd time on the year that Grichuk has hit a pinch hit home run for the White Sox. And did they need that extra run? Oh, yes, they did.
That home run brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana.
Well, in that one at bat, you can learn a lot.
That's 6 pinch hit home runs for the club.
Yes, so in response and answer, yeah. Randall Grichuk just showed you what you can learn from one at bat.
Kyle Teal takes low and outside. So you said 3 for Grichuk, I think 2 for Derek Hill earlier,
yes.
And Benintendi with the grand slam the other night.
That's a lot of damage for pinch hitters.
Teal takes low and away.
But truth be told, I mean, it depends on what's going on with you as an individual during the year when you get that one at bat. I mean, if you're struggling and you're close to getting your swing together and then you put it all together with one at bat, you feel it.
Teal smacks a ground ball foul down the first base side.
Give you the example. It's just personal experience where I had no timing, no swing. I worked on it pregame, found some stuff out about my timing just in the pregame, took it into the game, and with one at bat, I had a home run. I said, there it is.
Teal hits a bouncer to first. It's foul.
Now the key was to just keep it right there, and I did. So for me, is putting the work in before that one confident building at bat.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Outside and low on a curve. Herron came in 0-2 with a 2.84. This is his 33rd appearance. Born in Munster, Indiana. (3-2). Chop to the shortstop. Picked by Rocchio, and he gets the out at first. So Teal 0 for 3 in his season debut. Here's Montgomery with 1 out.
Rocchio went with a quick delivery to first, but made sure to just bounce it. 1 hop over to the first baseman. That way he didn't have to worry about being too accurate. Just bounce it, let him pick it out of the dirt for him.
Colson 0 for 2. The pitch by the big lefty. A swing and a miss on a curveball. Sox lead 3-0 in the 6th. Gavin Williams went 5 for Cleveland. The 0-1. Low on a curveball.
It's one of the things that's so noticeable about this group of players for the White Sox is how their interactions in between at-bats, in between pitches, in between any action, the talking and communication amongst the players on the bench is there all the time.
Called strike. Makes it 1-2.
You know, got the iPads they could be staring at, and everybody just keep their head down and look at their previous at-bats and talk to one guy on the team. They don't really do that very much. It's more about just staying in the game, keeping your head up for your teammates.
The 1-2 pitch. Low and outside on a curve. So curves and sliders so far from Heron to Montgomery. The stretch and the 2-2. Swung on and grounded softly foul over to the on-deck hitter, Mydroth.
Another off-speed pitch, little slider.
He got him swinging on a fastball. So that's the second out. And it will bring up Mydroth.
Tough night for Colson. Third strikeout for him. And the only fastball I saw was right at the top of the strike zone. And obviously just snuck right on by him.
Chase 1 for 2 with a run scored. And he takes a sinker right down the middle. They've gone to the bottom of the 10th. Milwaukee got a pair in the top, leading Cincinnati 2-0. There's a swing and a fly out into right. Fairchild will drift back, and he makes the catch. Randall Grichuk led it off with a pinch homer. It's 3-0 Sox after 6 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
White Sox fans, there's only one way to enjoy baseball season.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
For the first 2 months of the season, San Diego's dynamic showman, Fernando Tatis Jr., has experienced, well, let's just call it a power outage. One of the game's most electric players had gone 55 consecutive games and more than 200 at-bats without a home run. That all changed last Saturday against the Nats. In the top of the 5th, Tatis faked a bunt on the first pitch, but on the next pitch, he unleashed, like really unleashed, crushing the ball 451 feet.
Home run number 1 of 2026 for Fernando Tatis Jr.
It was his longest home run since 2021 and capped a 6-game stretch in which he had 13 hits and raised his batting average by 24 points.
Enjoy the ride, Fernando.
With the home run monkey off his back, let's see if El Nino can turn the tide and add the power surge the Padres will need to keep pace with the Dodgers in the NL West.
Early's had a good day. 2 hits for him. Swing and a drive. Belton right. Birdie admires that one. She is long gone. Is it too early to say, holy cow? I think it is right on time. The Cardinals strike again. Tucson with 2 strikes. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
What a 6th inning. Goosebump moment here at the ballpark for everybody.
Taylor working for the second time in 2 days. Sox 3, Guardians nothing. Stephen Kwan will bat for Stuart Fairchild. And Kwan takes a high fastball. Kwan's had a tough year. Batting just .206. Kind of amazing. Still makes a lot of contact. He takes a low curve. Left-hand batting outfielder Stephen Kwan waits on a 2-0, and it's high, and it's ball 3.
Well, he can definitely still do that. Stand up there and be patient and look for something to hit. He really crowds the plate.
He's 3 for his last 29. And he takes a strike that was maybe 3 inches high, but he did not challenge it. 3-1.
That's really a nice gift to receive.
3-1, he swings hard and fouls. This is his 5th season. He's won a Gold Glove every year of his career.
He's definitely been, well, and he's earned it. He's been that guy that's deserved a Gold Glove every year. He's been outstanding out there defensively.
3-2 is low, and that's the leadoff walk, and Taylor frustrated. So Kwan reaches. Here's another pinch hitter. As Hedges taken down for a pinch hitter, Daniel Schneemann. Another lefty. Taylor pitched yesterday, as I mentioned. He gave up a homer to Dingler. He walked a batter. Went 1 inning in Detroit. There's a base hit, right field. Kwan to second. And the Guardians have their best threat. 2 on, nobody out.
Well, Schneemann did that thing that a lot of pinch hitters do. Went up there swinging. What are you waiting for? You got one at bat. Might be the best pitch you see is the first one.
He just snapped an 0 for 15. And now Halpin, the center fielder. A reminder, White Sox double plays are brought to you by Steinhoffels. Refresh your home and patio this summer with Steinhoffels, Chicagoland's furniture and mattress leader and a proud partner of the Sox. Shop in store and online at steinhoffels.com. A whiff on a high fastball. 0-1 on Halpin.
Again, nice to get that extra run on the pinch hit home run by Grichuk. But take care of business right now and shut him down.
The pitch is high. Three 0 Sox, but the Guardians have 2 on with nobody out in the 7th. The set and the 1-1. And a wave and a miss on a curve in the dirt. Knocked down by Teal. And that pushes it to 1-2.
Well, that would have been nice if that was with 2 strikes with that swing. See the replay. Nice job by Kyle Teal. Put that chest protector on that baseball and knock it straight down.
Grant Taylor to Petey Halpin. Fouled. Still 1-2.
Good job by Halpin, fouling off 99 miles an hour at the knees away.
Kwan at second, Schneemann's at first. The pitch in the dirt, and it gets away from Teal, and both runners will move up on a wild pitch.
Curveball in the dirt. A little tougher to block that one. It was, I believe, past the catcher, but hit the umpire and stayed close. Yep. Bounced past Kyle Teal and then off the chest protector of the umpire.
Sox will keep their infield back except for at third. Nobody out. Second and third. And a 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He went after a high fastball. Woo. That's the first out.
What a gift. Right now, Grant is not commanding the strike zone, and getting some help like that is, well, definitely a gift indeed.
That brings up Bazana. 1 hit and 3 tries. Curve strike. Bazana's going to challenge that it was low.
Previous pitch, call and strike. The hitter is challenging.
Well, they have 2 challenges left. Why not?
And it is a ball. It was low.
Call's overturned to a ball. Cleveland has 2 remaining.
We've seen an awful lot tonight that haven't been challenged that could have been, and the couple of times they've been chosen by these guys, they've done well.
1-0. That is a strike on the outside corner on a curve. One and one on Travis Bazzana, left-hand hitting second baseman. The pitch. Outside on a fastball. It's 2-1. The Guardians dominated the season series last year. They won 11 of the 13 games. 2-1 is outside, 3-1. And the White Sox got swept in Cleveland, all 6 games. But it is a new year. And the Sox lead this game 3-0 tonight. The 3-1 coming. Called strike 2, and Bazzana will challenge that it was wide.
Previous pitch, call and strike. The hitter is challenging.
Going to be close. And it's a strike. Barely a
Call
strike.
confirmed. Cleveland has 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, great pitcher's pitch. And I'm telling you, just watching the body language so far of Bazzana in this at bat, he's looking for something middle end to turn on. And everything's been away.
Big 3-2 coming up. Here it is. Check, swing, and it's high for ball 4. And the bases are loaded. And we're going to get another pinch hitter.
Boy, it's been a tough one for the command of Taylor. He had that 6 days off. And then yesterday, didn't have command of the strike zone. Now he's back out there back-to-back days and still trying to find it.
Khalil Watson's going to hit for David Fry.
Zach Bove, pitching coach, went out to have a little conversation with his battery and the infielders.
So Watson, a rookie, looking for his first career hit. He's 0 for 12 in the major leagues with 8 strikeouts. Left-hand batter, and he takes a low curve. We said it off the top. You have to throw this team strikes. They will take their walks. And they've taken 2 big ones in this inning. The 1-0. Strike call on a fastball. Just grazed the outer edge.
Right now, it's a total of 21 pitches, 10 pitches, 10 strikes by Taylor.
The pitch, a swing and a ground ball. That's a base hit into right field. Kwan scores. Schneemann behind him, and the throw by Montgomery's cut off by Vargas. It's a 1-run game, 3-2. And the tying run is now at third as Bazzana got over there on a big single first career hit for Khalil Watson.
Well, it really comes down to just command, and he's not had any. So you're at the mercy of the batter when you're not commanding the strike zone with authority. That pitch was down. It was a curveball down just below the strike zone, but still kind of rolling and hit hard through the right side, just in the spot where the left-handed batter needed it to be.
Brian Rocchio from the left side. Now the infield's in, and he takes high. First and third, 1 out. 3-2 Sox. The stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, and Teal's going to fake towards second. It'll be a stolen base. That's a career first for Watson.
Yeah, pretty safe bet that the White Sox weren't going to throw through on that.
Infield in, second and third, the 1-1. Rocchio skies foul to left, out of play. Basically, this inning will utilize their entire bench. Patrick Bailey's going to have to come in and catch because Hedges was lifted. Swing and a miss, strike three. And the ball was in the dirt. Rocchio did run toward first, and Teal will throw him out. That's a big second out. And that'll bring up Hoskins.
One of the better curveballs thrown by Taylor. I mean, it was tight. Nice job by Teal just to knock it down. That way he's not making a mistake trying to reach out and catch that or do more than needed and just block it, pick it up and throw it to first.
Brian Hudson's up in the bullpen. Infield back with 2 outs. And Hoskins takes high.
Well, he talked about his history of being able to draw walks. He might try to do just that, get the next batter up there.
This might be Taylor's last batter no matter what. Curve strike because Manzardo's on deck. And I think Hudson's getting ready for that potential matchup. 1-1 on Hoskins. He's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the first. The pitch, swing and a ground ball foul, third base side. 1-2.
29 pitches, or that might have been 30 actually. But the pitch count is way up there, as you mentioned. Probably the last batter he's going to see no matter what.
Fans making noise. The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a line drive center field. Peters is going to have to play it on a bounce. 1 run in. They're going to hold Watson at third. And it's a 3-3 tie. Rhys Hoskins just tied the game with an RBI single.
Well, you mentioned they picked up a couple of key walks in the inning. And Hoskins got a fastball pretty much right down the middle, belt high. And all he tried to do was punch it into center field, and he did just that.
So they have come all the way back with 3 in the 7th, and we've got a pitching change. Hudson coming in to face Manzardo. First and third, 2 outs, tied at 3 on the Hard Rock.
Some ground as he always does.
Loops one in to see Nunez going to track it down. What a play. Outstanding.
Diving, and he takes a hit away from low. A.J. Ewing showing off his speed.
How about stop making the play? Wow, that was awesome.
Can we just give this guy a gold glove?
Lined out to center. Dubon with a diving grab.
Straw back. Oh, and he made the catch.
Guardian liner to Machado. Caught at the shoe top. Terang fields. Tags the runner, throws to first in time. Oh, what a job by Bryce Terang.
It'll be Lucas making the catch. Boy, that took him way back.
Fantastic play, but a couple of exclamation points by Nick Kurtz doing it defensively.
Makes that over-the-shoulder catch look so easy. And that's a great play by Pete. Still backing up all the way to the wall. And Corbin runs it down. Makes a running, sliding catch. Great play. Manuel Eason. Wow, what a catch.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates.
Brian Hudson trying to put out the fire here in the 7th. Guardians have come back to tie the game at 3-3. They've got Khalil Watson at third. Rhys Hoskins is at first base. 2 down, the batter is Kyle Manzardo. So a left-left matchup. Manzardo faced a lefty K in his first 3 trips, and he whiffs on a sweeper. 0-1.
Kind of looked like Manzardo was anticipating that pitch. He just didn't get the speed right.
The stretch in the 0-1. Low and outside on a sweeper at 79 miles an hour. Stephen Vogt pulled all the right strings in this inning. Two-time AL Manager of the Year. 1-1 is a strike. And we've got a challenge by Manzardo.
Previous pitch is called a strike. Hitter's challenging.
Near the outside corner. And it is a strike. So both teams
Cleveland has no challenges remaining.
have lost their challenges for the remainder of regulation. 1-2.
Well, the biggest thing that needs to happen now is just make it an out and get your offense up there and do something quickly. Respond.
The 1-2. Fouled. He stays alive. Stephen Vogt and Pat Murphy, back-to-back Manager of the Year in each league in their first two seasons. Pretty remarkable. One and two. The pitch. Outside. Two to Manzardo. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three on a fastball. Nice job by Hudson. So now the bats have to get it going again.
It is a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's rated higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a packet or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay. Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
It's 3-2 in the 8th. Couple solo home runs for Ohtani and Freeman as the Dodgers are on top of the Twins. 2-1 in the 8th. Back here at Wright Field, tied up at 3 apiece in the bottom of the 7th. Back to Len Casper and Darren Jackson.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. We've got changes for the Guardians. The new pitcher is a right-hander, Sean Armstrong. Cutter is inside on Braden Montgomery. Got a new outfield alignment. Quan in left, Schneemann in center. Halpin moves over to right. Patrick Bailey is now catching. 1-0. Braden hooks a ground ball fair past a diving Hoskins. And he's going to try for two. Little hesitation. Here's the throw. He's safe. He just got in ahead of the tag. It was close. It's a leadoff double. The Guardians still have their challenge remaining. Stephen Vogt checking with his bench coach. And he will not challenge it. It's a double sponsored by Tito's and a big one.
Yeah, great pick at second base by Rocchio. If he tagged him on the helmet, he's out. Don't know if he did from the angle that I just saw, but He tried to bring the tag down from the helmet area toward the hands, and then the tag was late from there.
Corner infielders are in against Tristan Peters. Runner at second, nobody out in a tie game. Armstrong pitches. There's a foul back up near our booth. One strike on Peters.
Corners are playing way up on Peters. Hoskins on the grass. Third baseman on the grass. They worked on bunting today, did the White Sox, and also the Butcher Boy swing as well.
There's a swing and a pop fly out in the center. This is not going to get the runner to third as Schneemann comes in and makes the catch. One down. That'll bring up Acuna. Luis Angel Acuna, 1 for 2 with a stolen base. And remember that big play at home plate earlier as Halpin and Hedges teamed up to throw out Acuna. And the Sox ended up that inning scoring just one time. Here's the pitch. It's hit in the air to right. Halpin is in and over near the foul line, and he'll make the catch just in fair territory. And a good throw to third, but Montgomery will get there on a tag in advance with 2 outs.
Nice job by Braden to go ahead and take the 90 feet. Halpin kind of caught that flat-footed, and it was coming straight down, so no momentum behind his throw.
Sean Armstrong is 35. He debuted with Cleveland in 2015. He's bounced around a bunch since. He's back with the Guardians. He's got a 3.05 ERA. This is his 24th appearance. And now he faces Sam Antonacci. Runner at third, 2 outs. Sweeper is outside. Three in the 7th. 1-0. It's too high, ball 2. Armstrong working from the far first base side of the slab, the 2-0. Swinging a broken bat bouncer, and it's under the glove of Hoskins into right. Braden Montgomery will score. There is no question the barrel of that bat affected Hoskins at first. He flinched. It got under his mitt. Sox lead.
Oh, you're not kidding. I mean, the ball also had some crazy wicked spin on it from the way that he hit it off the end of the bat. Barrel coming at you as a first baseman. Ball taking some crazy backward spin on you. And you could just tell that Hoskins had too much going on trying to field that ball. Went to his left. The ball was to his right. He tried to backhand it late and just never got the glove on it.
So they've got the lead again, 4-3. That should be an RBI hit for Antonacci. It is a single. Here's Vargas. Antonacci runs. The pitch is a strike. The throw to second, and he is safe. Quick tag by the second baseman, Bazana, but Sam beat it.
Boy, this game is crazy. I mean, the Guardians were given some gifts in the sense of the walks they took advantage of, got the hits they needed to tie the game up. But then at the same time, you've got a pretty routine ball that looked like initially off the bat to a good first baseman in Hoskins who couldn't make a play.
10th steal for Antonacci. 0-1 on Vargas. Armstrong ready. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss on an in-zone cutter.
Vargy trying to get that timing back. It's just a little bit off right now. He's finding ways to pick up hits still and hit the ball hard occasionally, but he's not locked in the way he was.
The 0-2 fouled. Baseball can be very cruel at times, and it can be inscrutable. A lot of times those broken bat balls in play, Those jam shots you talk about all the time end up being big hits. And you're trying to do the opposite. The pitch is outside, right? The goal is to hit the ball hard somewhere, and sometimes you hit it too hard and right at a guy.
No, you're right. I mean, go ahead and try and figure this game out. Good luck.
One, two, and it's all the way to the backstop as Antonacci took off for third. He'll get a stolen base. And it's 2-2 on Vargas.
Yeah, good thing that ball was way outside, because otherwise it might be a distraction to Vargas seeing that runner take off.
And the Guardians are really fortunate in a way that Bailey didn't get a glove on it, because Antonacci, if that ball caromed a little farther away, might have tried to score.
Knowing him, yes.
2-2. He struck him out swinging on a cutter. But they've got the lead again. After Montgomery's leadoff double,
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
All right, Ryan, PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this. Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So one of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. And the Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Franked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the third straight hit to open the fifth inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Home of your Chicago White Sox.
Brian Hudson back out for the 8th. He struck out Manzardo to end the 7th. Sox lead 4-3. Gabriel Arias in the box. And he takes a fastball for a strike. Get you an ID here in a second. Hudson out of the stretch. And he misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Sweeper is called strike. 1-2. Kwan on deck, and then Schneemann. Sweeper is low. Remember, both teams out of ABS challenges.
They're going old school, leaving it up to the umpire.
Two. Good try. Fastball is off the outside. And it's full.
Well, that didn't miss by much.
Milwaukee held on, beat the Reds 2-1. 47 wins for the Brewers. Called strike 3 on a fastball. Arias tapped his helmet and was told, "You're out of challenges, young man." Or something like that.
What a night he is. Punched out all 4 times he's been up there. This last one, right on the outside edge.
Kwan now. with the third baseman Montgomery in on the grass. Outside miss, ball one. The 1-0. It's wide, including tonight. Sox and Guardians will match up 7 times over the next 14 days. Kind of like a playoff series.
Yes.
The 2-0 is inside. 3-0.
Something about how Quan standing so close to the plate, just, I don't know what it is. Guys that stand on top of it, their hands over the inside corner, it's hard to just throw it over the plate. You got to ignore the batter and just pick up your target.
And there's ball 4 low. That looked pretty good. So Quan heads to first. And that'll bring up Schneemann. 4-3 Sox, 8th inning. 1 on, 1 out.
So Quan's been in there as a pinch hitter and now stayed in the game defensively. And second at bat, 2 walks.
They have taken 5 walks tonight. The pitch hit off the end of the bat, foul on the ground toward third. Schneemann ended an 0 for 15 streak with a base hit in the 7th. That was in the pinch. Now he's playing center. Swing and a miss on his sweeper.
Good pace on that sweeper at 79 miles an hour. Pretty hittable pitch if you wait back, but he pulled the trigger quickly and was out in front of it.
The 0-2. Popped up off the end of the bat. Montgomery over into foul territory off third, and he's got it. A foul out by Schneemann. 2 gone, and the batter is Petey Halpin.
Chicago Sports Network is your TV home for White Sox baseball. Stream the Sox all season long, anytime, anywhere, on up to 3 devices with the CHSN app.
You've talked about fielding a team of Gold Glovers. They're not all Gold Glovers, but the Guardians very much stress pitching and defense. And it has served them very well the last few years. The pitch is outside. So while they do struggle in the run-scoring department, their run prevention has always been excellent.
And it's worked out well for them to get them to the postseason year after year.
Back-to-back division titles for the Guardians, called strike. They miraculously won it last year, only to lose the wild card series to Detroit. It was the greatest in-season comeback ever. They were 15.5 out on July 6th.
That's amazing.
They were 10 out as late as September 6th. Throw to first, runner back.
Now, do you call it the greatest comeback ever, or is it a collapse?
Well, regular season comeback.
Collapse by Detroit, who had such a big
what
lead.
You're saying.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's both, I suppose.
Right?
Yep. 1-1. Fouled.
It's amazing. I'm just visualizing myself in that position as a player, like being with Detroit last year, and you're just losing game after game and going, wait a minute, guys, and you put more pressure on yourself to stop the bleeding, and it gets worse.
But they eliminated Cleveland in the wild card round.
Yes.
So both teams, I guess, could feel good. Runner takes off, and there's a foul tip, strike 3. Inning over. We head to the bottom of the 8th. White Sox 4.
It's the great mascot race. Here's the pitch. And they're off. Look at them go. It's a close race. Listen to that crowd. They're heading for home. Here they come. It's the play at the plate. It's Billy the Marlin. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
Jack Leiter making his season debut.
He's 148K, second among all AL rookies.
Jack's 2-2, and a swing and a miss. There's his first strikeout of the season. He gets Mayo for the second out of the inning. That'd be the way to pitch. Here's the 3-2. And that's right in there. Alonso just frozen.
Sinking fastball from Leiter. He retires the side in order for the first time tonight.
Big over-the-top windup, and the 1-2 pitch, he struck him out swinging with a cutter at 94. Nice assortment of pitches there from Jack Leiter. And that new pitch, the cutter, strikes out Adley Rutschman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Great screwball action, a changeup at 92. So Leiter making use of a couple of pitches he didn't even have 2 years ago when he made his major league debut.
It's 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Got him chasing a curveball, and Leiter, I don't know that he loved where that one ended up, but he got the job done.
By Murakami.
That's to get through block.
Oh my, ring the bell on that one.
This is the Chicago White Sox Baseball Network.
Cade Smith is the new pitcher in the bottom of the eighth. 4-3 White Sox. He's their closer. And he's got 24 saves. He's just trying to save a one-run deficit here. Grichuk hit a pinch homer off Tim Herron in the sixth and takes a strike on an outside corner sweeper. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. So Cade Smith leads the major leagues by 4 in the save department over Mason Miller. There's a ground ball to the third baseman, Arias. Bad throw to first and a good dig at the other end by Hoskins. It was a long hop. One down.
Yeah, not a good throw because that throw wasn't on a hop by design. He meant to throw that all the way, and he just threw it in the ground.
But hit the grass, that probably helped a little, not the dirt.
Well, it skimmed and almost ate Hoskins up, who had to go down to a knee and catch it head high, looking the other way.
Teal takes low and in on a splitter. Kyle in his season debut is 0 for 3. The 1-0, a swing and a miss on a high fastball.
Smith has a high strikeout percentage. He can make you swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. Sir Anthony Dominguez is up. So one thing closers want probably more than anything else. If they blow a save, they want a chance the next day. Foul tip, strike 3. Teal retired.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, closers are fallible, but they're special because they forget the last day and they get into the next with a positive outlook. And that's what's going to happen with Sir Anthony getting a chance. Not worried about yesterday, worried about getting it done today.
Fastball strike to Colson Montgomery. And while it's black or white, you either save it or you don't. There were a couple of moments that could have gone the other way for Dominguez yesterday. A splitter is low. Obviously, he got a ground ball off the bat of Jahmai Jones with 2 outs. And it was a bang-bang play at first, and he beat it out. The pitch is high, and then he missed badly on his location on a 2-2 sweeper, and Dylan Dingler tied it up with a base hit.
That's it. I mean, game of inches, literally.
Sweeper strike. It's 2-2 on Montgomery.
Boy, Smith just gets it and says, here's a strike. Variety of strikes using that sweeper and the fastball, but he is coming right at you.
Two pitch, called strike 3. Here comes the 9th. Sox 4, Cleveland 3. This is
2 strikes on Hunter. This ball hit deep left field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. It's a one-run game. Second deck for Hunter Goodman. His first of the year. That thing went 435 feet.
You get the future Hall of Famer in for Hunter Goodman. Last year's Silver Slugger, the National League as a catcher, just a rolling curveball. Hang it, Hunter Goodman's going to destroy it.
In baseball, it's important to use your head, but it's not always helpful.
To hit him in the head, and oh no, it'd be a home run. Well, Jose, you have company.
And batter beware, the animal is loose.
Can I see that jump again? It looked like Luke Cornett trying to block a 3.
Now, there's top rail, and then there's yelling 4.
Hits him right in the palm of the throat.
It certainly grades an A for effort.
David Peterson on to pitch. Jacob Marcy loses the bat.
Oh, somebody's throwing a baseball up there from the Mets dugout to try and loosen it.
Shot up the middle. That's where Hyer Lee is, and he drops the ball. Unbelievable.
And how about a look at some heads-up defensive plays?
Converging. It's Antonacci with the diving play.
And what a rolling grab by Jorge Barrosa.
It's by the pole, and Siri got it. He went up and got it.
That, folks, is the magic of baseball.
Royo on the spin, smother, got him.
Fundy goes behind the back.
How about that?
Sir Anthony Dominguez tries to save it. Brian Hudson and Sean Armstrong are the pitchers of record, and he'll get the top of their order. Travis Bazzana. It's a 1-run White Sox lead.
No messing around. Let's go get him.
Montgomery plays in at third base. First pitch to Bazzana is outside on a fastball. Dominguez works out of the stretch. Here's a 1-0. Check swing foul on a fastball. 1-1.
That pitch being away, Bazzana just kind of still flinching, looking for something middle end to turn on. And couldn't stop his bat.
The pitch. Low on a splitter. 2-1. Dominguez fires away, way high and outside. Patrick Bailey, the switch hitting catcher's on deck. It will be his first plate appearance tonight.
Well, need this out. Don't need the speed on to start this inning.
3-1 is popped up. Foul territory. Teal is over near the on-deck circle, and it's out of play.
98-mile-an-hour fastball up and in on Bazzana. Well, in the history of closers, there have been some guys that can make you nervous. I had a teammate, Mitch Wild Thing Williams. He'd walk the bases loaded and somehow get out of the jams all the time. It's crazy.
Kind of in the nickname.
Yes.
The 3-2. It's high. It's a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Bailey. They acquired him from the Giants earlier this season. Overall at 181, he's at 226 in 22 games with Cleveland. Very good behind the plate. There goes the runner, and the pitch kicks away from Teal. And Bazzana's going to try for third, and he's going to make it. It's going to be a stolen base as he goes from first to third with nobody out.
Well, that's ugly. And one of the things that I noticed is covering was Acuna, and And he did not try and deke the runner at all. I don't know if the runner thought the throw was coming through it. Now that I look at a replay, Acuna just kind of stood there, told the runner basically there was no throw coming.
So stolen base, wild pitch on the same play, infield in. The 1-0 is grounded foul.
You know, it's that heads-up thought process that really helps you defensively. We saw in the World Baseball Classic how Antonacci, playing up the middle, dove towards second base a couple of times, acting like a throw was coming through. Ball was in the outfield, and he froze runners because of it.
So a heap of trouble here for Dominguez. The 1-1 is outside on a sweeper.
Well, you're right. I mean, there's nothing positive so far to the start of this inning, from the leadoff walk to a wild pitch that put a runner on third base. So now the focus has to be get the next three batters out. Don't try and do more than that.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss on a sweeper, 2-2.
If you get lucky and you strand the runner, okay, that's great. But the key is this guy, the next guy, and the next guy need to be outs.
(4-3) Sox lead, ninth inning. Guardians have a runner at third with nobody out. Infield in. 2-2 coming. Sweeper is outside. Ten pitches, 6 balls so far. We're going to see a reliever up, I think, Murphy in the bullpen. There's a tap on the ground, foul to third. Thankfully foul. That would have easily scored that run, as Montgomery's only play would have been first base.
Yeah, even if he could make that play on that little slow roller.
Rocchio waits on deck. Patrick Bailey trying to tie the game. Batting left-handed here. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled.
96-mile-an-hour fastball up right down the middle. One thing you can kind of tell, you mentioned the numbers on Bailey, he's probably not standing there with a ton of confidence.
Here it comes. A swing and a base hit right field. And we're tied. A single for Bailey. Bazana's in. It's 4-4.
Happened again. He fouled off a fastball that was right down the middle. He was a little late on it, but then he got a sweeper, similar to what happened yesterday. A sweeper behind a fastball, and this was right down the middle, thigh high to hit.
Again, Dominguez with a blown save will try to keep it at 4-4, but now the go-ahead run is aboard. And the batter, Rocchio, and he lines into the corner and right. Bailey moving toward third. Rocchio on his way to second. It's a double. A walk, a steal, a wild pitch, a single, and a double to open the ninth for Cleveland.
Yeah, this is not what you'd expect, because one of the things that you do expect from Dominguez is when he gets these chances, just shut the door. He hasn't had a lot of closing situation chances of late, but he's in a jam, and it all starts with that leadoff walk.
Zach Bove out to talk with his pitcher. The batter will be Rhys Hoskins.
Well, mentioned the only thing that mattered after the walk was to get the next three batters out. That's obviously not been the case. 2 straight hits.
That's the 12th double of the year for Brian Rocchio. He's 3 for 5 tonight. Hoskins tied it with a base hit in the 7th. Infield in, second and third. Hoskins takes a high sinker. Could have been a strike.
I think Hoskins in this situation's got to be pretty confident that he's going to get something to hit.
The stretch by Dominguez and a 1-0. Swing and a miss on a high sweeper. 1-1.
What I'd mentioned before about getting the next three batters out. Don't worry about the runners. Not anymore. You need a pop-up or a strikeout right here.
1-1. Check swing, and no, as they went to first base, umpire Ryan Blakeney, and he said Hoskins held 2-1.
I don't believe with the no outs they'll be sending the runner on contact. It's going to have to go through the infield.
Looked like a swing to me on the replay, but it's 2-1. The pitch. Inside on a sweeper, 3-1. These guys are former teammates in Philadelphia. Hoskins and Dominguez. The pitch. Check swing. This time he went around. Good block by Teal. That pitch was in the dirt, and it's full.
Well, you can tell that Hoskins just was guessing he was going to get a 3-1 strike, and instead it was a dirt ball. Even with the left-handed batter on deck, they were willing to walk him if he took it. Tough position to be in now for Hoskins because he's got to be thinking, well, they'll dirt another one, but at the same time, they could throw a fastball right down the middle.
Right. Big 3-2. Here it comes. Popped up, but this should get back and out of play. And it will. Four tie. We're in the ninth. Guardians just tied it. They've got runners at second and third with nobody out. The 3-2. And he went around on a ball in the dirt. Again blocked by Teal. That's a big strikeout for Sir Anthony Dominguez. One down, and Will Venable's going to make a pitching change. He's got Murphy ready. The batter will be Kyle Manzardo. When we come back, 4-4, ninth inning. Guardians threatening to take the lead on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox network.
Waddle, good news. I finally broke 100.
Well, that's cute.
Cute?
Yeah, the new goal is breaking flight.
Breaking flight?
Yes, 95. Same number as the calories in a Yingling Flight beer.
So you're telling me that my golf score still is...
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
During the offseason of 1888 to 1889, Spalding took a group of big leaguers on the first worldwide barnstorming tour.
This is Spalding.
Yes,
you look at the Spalding, you're like, wait a second, now this is the backstory. Okay, this is great.
Stops included New Zealand, Italy, France, and even Egypt, where they played in front of the pyramids. Spalding's contributions to baseball history don't end there.
Do you know the story of Doubleday and the invention of baseball?
Please
tell us.
Enlighten us.
When a 71-year-old Cooperstown native came forward, baseball officially had a birthplace in Cooperstown.
If I'm in the presence of this baseball, does it give you powers to become a better baseball player?
I've been here 5 years and playing baseball through all of it. I don't think I've gotten better.
And whether it's the World Series or the wonders of the ancient world, there's no debating that baseball connects us all.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Well, we certainly served it up over the
13th appearance. Murphy with a 5.54 ERA. And again, the infield pulled in. Left-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Here we go. First pitch is hit in the air out in the center. Peters coming in, still coming on. Bailey ready to tag, and he's going to try to score. The throw to the plate should be in time. Out at the plate. Bailey kind of went stumbling into home plate, and the Guardians are going to challenge it.
Why not? Boy, it looked like Peters at first didn't know if he would be running. He did not just come up firing when he caught it, which there was a slight hesitation. He loaded up. He threw it accurately, kind of ended up hitting the back of the mound and rolling.
Easy challenge. You got to challenge it.
Cleveland's challenge, an out call, and block another plate.
If he's out, the inning is over. If he's safe, the Guardians have the lead, and they're still batting. Looking at a replay, he's going to be safe.
Yep.
He got his right foot on the plate before he was tagged. It's going to be a sac fly for Manzardo. An aggressive send by the interim third base coach, J.T. McGuire, and it's going to work out for the Guardians.
Yep. You know, Peters doesn't have a cannon of an arm.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Cleveland will retain their challenge.
But he got off an accurate throw, giving the catcher a chance.
That run will be charged to Dominguez. So it's going to be 2 outs, sac fly for Manzardo. Runner at third. And the batter is Gabriel Arias. That's Rocchio at third. You know, it's interesting, just looking at that last replay. There's a swing and a soft grounder foul to the left of home plate. And you can speak to this as a center fielder when the mound comes into it, right?
Yep. Well, unfortunately, as I mentioned, hit the backside of the mound and rolled. It was right on the money, but you need that to be one hop.
That's it.
Yes.
Yep. The pitch is outside on a curve. Yeah, kind of hit the back and the side of the mound, and that created a rolling kind of multi-hop situation, and obviously it slows down the ball quite a bit.
And to be honest with you, there's nothing wrong in that situation if you airmail that all the way to home.
1-1 is fouled. I'm guessing Cade Smith will come back out after working a 1-2-3-8.
Well, unfortunately, the White Sox back-to-back days.
High on a fastball.
Giving up leads late. It's been the opposite. They've been the team taking leads late.
Cade Smith threw 12 pitches in the eighth. Murphy on a 2-2 to Arias. And he struck him out swinging. But the Guardians keep fighting back. They tied it with 3 in the 7th, then trailing.
There's a storm warning in South Florida. It's the Miami Marlins.
Baseball's hottest June team, and they stay red hot this month.
The Fish are flying and are officially the hottest team in baseball this month. Otto Lopez is looking extremely all-starry at short. He's among league leaders in batting average, hits, and multi-hit games.
Otto Lopez has himself yet another multi-hit day.
Right beside him, Xavier Edwards, putting up solid on-base numbers while flashing some silky smooth glove work. Throw in Liam Hicks breaking out at 27, Max Meyer emerging as one of the league's best pitchers, and Sandy Alcantara starting to regain his Cy Young form. And hey, they've already proved they can beat the best. This season, they're the only team to hand losses to aces Shohei Ohtani, Paul Skeens, and The Miz. Red flags are out in Little Havana. These Marlins are dangerous.
Respect
your time. They respect your budget. They shoot you straight. Head to Advantage Chevrolet in Bolingbrook and see what I'm talking about. Advantage Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
You're out of there, leaky store brands. When all else fails, try North Shore Adult Diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
So Cade Smith can't save it for himself. He can win it if he can keep the Sox off the board. Chase Meidroth leads off. Smith went 1-2-3 in the 8th. Cleveland leads 5-4 here in the bottom of the ninth. Not over yet, as Meidroth fouls back into the seats.
Well, he had a hittable sweeper that he timed, and unfortunately, as you mentioned, he fouled it off in the seats. It's enough to make you crazy against a pitcher like this. You get that one chance, probably not two.
0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's just hope that Cade Smith's not used to working 2 innings.
He has gone beyond an inning before. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line. Halpin will drift into foul territory and make the grab. 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times Smith has recorded at least 4 outs this season. He has not gone a full 2 innings yet. But again, he's been efficient. He's made only 15 pitches to get 4 outs. Now Braden Montgomery. 2 doubles. He's 2 for 3. And he takes a strike on a fastball. Sox once led 3-0. They're down 5-4 in the ninth. 0-1 is low on a split.
Well, you know, it really comes down to something I'm going to talk about forever. It's just pitching, and that's all there is to it. When you have a 3-run, four runs in a game, your pitching's got to just get it done.
Splitter is low and in, ball 2. Smith is one of the best in the business. He strikes out batters at a 38% clip, doesn't walk a ton. He misses high. It's 3-1. On the switch hitter Montgomery, the pitch. And it's outside. He walked him. So there's a little opening. Braden Montgomery now at first base with 1 out. Here's Peters.
Now, the one thing that we know is probably not going to happen is Montgomery running. So he'll have to rely on being advanced by the batter.
Throw to first, and Montgomery back in plenty of time. Not a great first move there by Smith. A little bigger lead now. Montgomery takes a half step off that lead. Peters checks his swing. Fair ball! Inside the bag at third and into left. Montgomery to third. Peters with a double. A check swing double.
You have got to be horning me. Wow. Oops. Peters is at second base with the biggest smile on his face of disbelief of what just happened. Fooled on the sweeper, check swing, and then looked up and said, I got to go.
Now Jacob Gonzalez will pinch hit for Acuna. Second and third, 1 out. 5-4 Cleveland.
Keep hope alive.
Carl Willis will join this mound visit as the catcher and the third baseman were out there chatting with Smith. They've got a left-hander up in the Guardians bullpen. This has been a nutso game tonight.
Boy, we're seeing more and more of those, to be honest with you. It has been a crazy game with an opportunity for the White Sox to be gifted a chance on a check swing.
So they go with Gonzalez, a left-hand batter. Jacob is 0 for his last 25. He doesn't need a hit here, but he needs some contact. The infield for Cleveland is in.
Well, he has
so they're going for the win right here.
Yeah, and Jacob has all the information from the hitting coaches, his teammates, on what to expect in this situation.
Smith sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Tying run at third, winning run at second, 1 out, the pitch. Swing and a miss, back-to-back high fastballs. It's 0-2.
Yeah, I don't see him changing a thing. If you're not getting a foul ball on 2 fastballs out of the strike zone up, you're going to throw it up there again.
The pitch. Fastball inside.
He moved the location, and it was closer to being a strike than the previous 2 swings.
1-2. Smith ready, the pitch. Fouled. Another fastball.
So now that he's fouled one off, would he dare hang a sweeper for him?
The pitch. A swing and a foul. He's starting to time that heater.
He's actually throwing it for strikes. I don't know why you'd do that. He didn't even foul tip 2 out of the strike zone up, and he swung at him. I don't know why you just wouldn't go even higher.
The pitch. He struck him out swinging on a splitter.
So that was just nasty.
So it is up to Sam Antonacci, who had a go-ahead RBI single in the 7th. And the Guardians will play their infielders back, except for the third baseman, Arias. Room in right center and down the line in right. The pitch. Sam with a base hit into center. 1 run in. Here comes Peters. Safe. They win it. The ball game is over. Are the Guardians going to challenge something?
I believe they're going to challenge the play at the plate just now, as the throw was very close. The tag effort by Bailey was close as well.
Cleveland's challenging the whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
The whole thing. Why wouldn't you?
Well, the fans just saw the replay, and I think the Guardians know the game is over. They're walking off the field.
How about Sam Antonacci once again delivering for his teammates?
A 2-run single to center, scoring Montgomery and Peters. Another improbable comeback. And again, barring some very strange thing, I cannot imagine this will be overturned. But we got to wait to make sure.
What a swing by Antonacci. Absolute bullet right over second base, with the shortstop Rocchio getting over there and almost getting a glove on it. Then the speed of Peters got him just ahead of that tag effort.
Well, if they knew in New York the Guardians are leaving the field,
they just go concede. Guardians want to be as close as they can to the dugout when the information comes back from New York.
Quan is telling his teammates, hey, let's go. That's interesting, isn't it?
Well, where's the catcher? Catcher's already in the dugout, then we know he didn't tag him.
Well, you feel like they're just delaying the inevitable here. Here we go.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe.
Okay.
And now they're chasing Antonacci out into the left field. And we will take a break and try to break down this wacky, crazy, impossible 6-5 White Sox win on the Hard Rock Casino. White Sox Network.
Guys, it's Carmen. There's something to be said for driving a vehicle that makes an impression. Not because it's flashy, but because it's refined, confident, and unmistakably well-crafted. That's Cadillac. And at Advantage Cadillac in Hodgkins, the experience reflects the brand. Thoughtful service, attention to detail, and a team that understands you're not just buying a vehicle, you're investing in quality. They make the process seamless, professional, transparent.